Hey everyone, this is Paul with 360 Stocks, and I'm excited today to present to you some charts. We're going to be looking at monthly, daily, weekly, and 1-minute charts of different indexes. In the Nasdaq, we're going to look at TQQQ, SQQQ, and I've got a special chart of a stock that rose over 100% in 17 minutes on Friday. That took place Friday, October 28th. So let's get started. Today is Saturday, October 29th, and we are looking at the Nasdaq 100 index in 1-month candles. So each candle represents 1 month of time, and we can see that the Nasdaq has been in a very strong uptrend here for many years, and it has been fading here recently in this decline line, and we are currently testing the 50-month moving average right now. Prices are testing this. Now on this chart we have an 8-month moving average in yellow, a 20-month moving average in green, a 50-month moving average in red, and a 200-month moving average in blue. But we're going to go quickly from monthly to weekly. Here we go, and let's look at the weekly chart of the Nasdaq, and we see that in a weekly pricing, prices recently dropped down here in June. They tested the 200, and then prices went back to the 50-week moving average, and then they went below the 200-week moving average, and just recently have popped back to the blue line right here on the 200 weekly moving average. Very interesting. So let's go to the daily chart. Here we're on a daily chart. We have the 200 in blue. We have the 50 in red, and we see that prices on the daily on the Nasdaq have jumped up to the 50 and then pulled back here a little bit. We're seeing some very strong day here on a daily chart on Friday. So what is going to happen here? Is this going to trend higher? Is this 50 going to serve as resistance, similar to back here where we saw prices jump to the 50 and then kind of go down the slide? This is going to be an interesting period of time. Let's go into the 1-hour chart for the Nasdaq, and we see that prices have been chopping back and forth above this 200-hour moving average. And now we're going to go into the TQQQ. Very briefly, I'm just going to cover TQQQ. It is the largest exchange-traded fund ETF on the Nasdaq, and you will see that in the last month there's been 5.3 billion shares traded hands, so you know that this is a very popular ETF, and this is the most popular ETF. And this shows basically a reflection of the Nasdaq prices, but it is in a 1-month time frame. I'm going to quickly go through these because you've already seen the Nasdaq. So here is the weekly of the TQQQ, and we see in a weekly that prices went up here, tested the 50, dropped. They started here at the 200, went up to the 50, tested it, fell below the 200, have moved back to the 200 right here, and then fell again. So now we are looking at this pattern of happening on the TQQQ, and the last 2 weeks prices have been going up. All right, let's go to a daily chart. We see on a daily chart for the Nasdaq the 200-day moving average here, the 50 here. Prices were going up here. They similar to this test of the 50-day moving average, prices have gone up and then pulled back here a little bit. Friday was a big day. So now we're going to go into a 1-hour chart of the TQQQ, and we see that price is bouncing around the 200-hour moving average on TQQQ. We're diving into a 5-minute chart of TQQQ here on Friday, and we see that what we have is one day here, Friday the 28th, and 5-minute candles, each candle representing 5 minutes. Prices stayed with this green band all day long. It was kind of a power up day. Here we've listed the red line, which is a 55-minute moving average. And here we have the 8-minute moving average, 5-minute moving average and 25-minute moving average. Let's go into the 1-minute chart of TQQQ on Friday. So here we have the start of the day. Prices pulled back, but you can see that this stayed a light blue whole day, and prices stayed general above the 200, except for this test right here. Opened below and then tested again, and then it was off to the races. So if you're enjoying this video, I'd ask that you click the like button. Now we're zipping over to the SQQQ chart, and we're going to go through this really quick, but it is a monthly chart of SQQQ. You see 200-month moving average way, this is a 50-month moving average way up here, and the 8-month moving average, and 20-month moving average and the 8-month moving average. Sorry about that. So when the 8-month moving average is below the 20, this area is red. Let's move into a weekly chart of SQQQ. We see the 200 way up here. The 50 is here, all kind of combobulated with the 50, the 8, and the 20. Let's go into a daily chart. Here we see on a daily chart, the SQQQ has been trending for the last, since September, has been trending above the 200-day moving average for SQQQ, and it tested it right here back on Tuesday, bounced off it, and then came back down here. So we're getting ready, it looks like, potentially, here we are on Friday's trade. So we are now in the 1 hour for the SQQQ, and we see that prices dropped below the 200, came back and tested the 200. Friday was a selling below the 200 for the SQQQ. And here is the 5-minute chart of SQQQ. Here is the day prior, which was, we're going back here to Wednesday, the 22nd, where SQQQ rode above the 50. And then here on Friday, prices reversed, and we see that prices tested the 55-minute moving average right here before falling the rest of the day. Very interesting. So if you're interested, you can subscribe to these videos, and then right after that, if you click this notification bell, as soon as this video is released, you'll receive a notification. It's available for viewing. This is timely information, so you might want to get it right away. Now we're looking at a stock that rose 106% within a single trading day time period. Crazy. So I'm going to show that 106% in a weekly, a daily, an hourly, and, well, we'll just see. So here we go with this is Quanergy, and Quanergy, and it had a daily chart that looked like this. It was, first of all, the weekly chart looked really bad here, up here at 200, and now we're down here at $3.30 close on Friday. And then let's go into the daily chart, which also was looking pretty bad until this day. And then we're looking at a 1 hour chart of Quanergy. And here we see each candle representing 1 hour. This first candle of the day was very powerful, had a few hours of selling, and then another late hour candle here at the 13:30. Now, I just want to say, this is a disclaimer, is that none of this is financial advice. This is for entertainment only. I'm not recommending Quanergy, TQQQ. I'm not recommending SQQQ. This is just entertainment. Please do not invest in these based on this video. So we're going over to Quanergy, and we see a 5-minute chart here. We saw these 9:30 candle, 9:35, and then we saw these candles go up. This distance right here is, you'll see in these candles, is 106%. And now I'm going to go into a 1-minute chart on this just to kind of see how we're looking. So we see in 17 minutes, we have 17 bars, 17 minutes on this chart. This rose 106% from $1.89 $3.09 here at the close of the first minute, all the way up to this price of $3.93. That's 106%. It actually even went higher later in the day. It went all the way up to, let me go back to a daily chart real quick. It went to a high of 449 that on Friday. So let's go back to our 1 minute. Where was the 449 price? Well, it was over here at this point in time, which was at 10:47 a.m. 449 from $1.81. That is a rocket. So I'm not recommending these. This is not financial advice. Just wanted you to know that there are stocks out there moving some very significant numbers intraday. And hopefully you have a great day. We'll see you in the next video.